Hello, my friends, and welcome along to Faceful of Metal, my regular Wednesday night show where I play you the best in rock, metal, punk, and alternative. I've got a great show for you today, and get things kicked off with some industrial metal from White Zombie. This track is called Cosmic Monsters Incorporated. So that was Rob Zombie's band White Zombie kicking off the show with a track called Cosmic Monsters Incorporated. So I've got a brilliant show for you tonight. I'll be playing you a track from Crossfade. I'll also be featuring some music from a local band called Broken Silence. Later on you'll be hearing a great tune from ska punk band The King Blues, and I'm closing the show with an absolute classic from Iron Maiden. Of course, it's Discord at Punana Bath tonight from 10 PM till 2:30 AM, and it's going to be a triple threat tonight because it's me and Remy Melee and Rock'n'Roller all DJing tonight, so it's going to be absolutely fantastic. I cannot wait. As always, don't forget you can get in touch with me on the show via Twitter. I am at DJ Awesome Wells, and if you want to talk about this show in particular, just go ahead and use the hashtag Faceful of Metal. It's time now to hear a collaboration between Korn and Skrillex. This is Narcissistic Cannibal. Great stuff there from Korn featuring Skrillex. That was Narcissistic Cannibal. Now, next up, I've got a track for you from Hacktivist. This track is called False Idols. Fantastic stuff there from Hacktivist. That track is called False Idols. Great stuff there. There's so many fantastic requests on the wall for Discord tonight. I'm really excited. It looks like it's going to be a really hectic and busy one, which is just the way I like it. Last couple of weeks have been absolutely fantastic. I've really enjoyed myself, as I always do at Discord. But still, it's always a lot more fun when we've got a bunch of people and there's crowd surfing going on in the mosh pit and people falling over each other. It always makes it even more awesome. Now, I'm sure all of you know the drink deals at Discord by now, but I'm just going to quickly go over them with you. So the drink deals that we have at Discord, you can get Jaeger Bombs 2 for £3, which I often take advantage of myself. There's also Rocktails, which are $2.95. There's the Discord Bucket for £7.50. You can get Carlsberg and VS at just £2 a bottle. Double Jaeger and Shark is £3, and Double Vodka and Shark is also just £3. Now, the next track that I've got for you comes from Crossfaith. This is The Evolution. Wow. From the album Apocalypse, that was Crossfaith with The Evolution. Now we're going to make things a lot heavier, and I'm going to play you a track from Meshuggah. This is Straws Pulled at Random. Brutal stuff there from Sugar. That was Straws Pulled at Random. Now, this is the 53rd edition of Faceful of Metal, and I just want to remind you all that all the previous episodes of Faceful of Metal, along with all of the other radio shows that I do, are all available to stream and download at your leisure. So if you're ever at a loose end wanting to listen to some music and hear someone ramble about the music that he's playing, then you can just go back and listen to any of those previous episodes. They will always be available, and they will always be free to stream and download. Same goes for today's show, of course, as well. If you're listening live, but you can't necessarily fit the whole show in before you go out or whatever, then you can always come back and listen to the rest of the show whenever you please. Now it's time to hear from Gallows, who I've not really featured that much on the show before. This is a track by them called Chains. Check it out. stuff there. That was Gallows with a track called Chains. Now, this next group that I'm going to play for you was brought to my attention by Luke Andrews, who has been so good recently at recommending me bands that I'd not come across before. And this group are called Dead by April. The track is called As a Butterfly. Are you doing alright, Pickle?
Which one?
That one.
Gold?
Gold. So that was Dead by April with a track called As a Butterfly. And Dead by April are actually from Gothenburg in Sweden, which is good. It's always nice to have a bit of an international flavour to any radio show I do. I like to try and avoid playing entirely Western music, just to mix things up. As anyone who listens to any of the other regular shows that I do, like Rhymes and Rhythms or Swing Brother Swing, can certainly attest. We're going to go a little bit closer to home now, though, with the next artist. In fact, closer to my original home, because this group are from Wiltshire, which is where I grew up. They're called Broken Silence, and this track is called Illusions of Faith. So that was Broken Silence with a track called Illusions of Faith, and that's from their album Get Up, which I have in its entirety, so I might play some more Broken Silence on some future shows. And don't forget, if you're a solo artist, or if you're in a band, or you're a DJ, and you've got music that you feel would be appropriate for this show, or indeed any of the other shows that I do, then don't hesitate to get in touch with me. My email address is pushingunderground@hotmail.co.uk. You can just get in touch with me, send me a couple of MP3s of your music, send me a little bit about yourself, and I would love to include you on the show. The main reason that I started doing this radio show was to help promote artists that people hadn't necessarily heard of before. So the more of that, the better. Now I'm going to play you some music from an artist that I'm sure, a band that I'm sure you guys are very familiar with. This is The Misfits with Skulls. from the album Walk Among Us, that was, of course, The Misfits, with a track called Skulls. Now, don't forget, one of the best ways of keeping up to date with the radio station is to follow me on Twitter. The only reason I have a Twitter account is for work anyway, so you might as well follow me on there. And every time I upload a show, or every time a show goes live, Twitter automatically updates and says that the show has gone live and tweets that out on my behalf. So it's a really, really good way of keeping up to date with the show, because obviously sometimes the show times change and that sort of thing. And if you don't have me on Facebook, then you might not necessarily know about it. I really should work out a better system of communicating any changes to any of the shows, other than just relying on Facebook and word of mouth and that sort of thing. But there we go, I'm sure I'll work that out eventually. Now, the next track that I've got for you is from a band that I've never played on the show before. They're called Risky and the Ridicule, and they were actually introduced to me by Mott Spore, who is, of course, one of the writers for Musically Fresh, which is a blog that I've been promoting over the last couple of weeks. I thoroughly recommend you go and check out, because it's really, really good for news and reviews of fresh music. So this is Risky and the Ridicule, with a track called Roots. Fantastic anthemic stuff there from Risky and the Ridicule. That track is called Roots, and if you want to hear some more music by Risky and the Ridicule, then I thoroughly recommend you go over to their Bandcamp page. There's a bunch of music on there that's all well worth checking out. Now, when that band Risky and the Really Cool were recommended to me, it made me think of this next band, the King Blues, because stylistically they're quite similar. This is the King Blues with The Streets Are Ours. Oh, hey. Sounds brutal. I was going to say, in case you're wondering, you see me Snapchatting earlier?
No.
No, oh, I was going to say, in case you're wondering where I'm Snapchatting, Mary Elizabeth Howard added me on Snapchat, so she's Snapchatting me.
No.
Funny girl. She's really gutted she can't come tonight, obviously. She's got nowhere to stay. Oh, also, I got in touch with Dean, and he's also putting people up this weekend, so I need to come up with another person. I can, though, probably. I've been having a think.
Is it where Elizabeth has something?
I don't know, sweet.
Will you check
Say what?
if she can get her after the bag? I can go for it when I was okay.
I mentioned to her.
But I can always go the other way out back and go to
Have you got her on Facebook or whatever?
Well, not on Facebook,
Oh, okay. It's gonna be she's gonna be hassle this week. Like if she
Yeah,
gets drunk
definitely.
or whatever, she's gonna be. Angry stuff there from the King Blues. That track is called The Streets Are Ours. And if you're not familiar with the King Blues, then I thoroughly recommend you go and check out some of their stuff. I particularly like the album Punk and Poetry. That's got some great tracks on it, although The Streets Are Ours is on a different album. Now I'm going to play you a track from Billy Talent now, and it's a track I'm sure most of you would be familiar with called Red Flag. Can't believe I've never played this on the show before because I really love this song. This is Billy Talent with Red Flag. God's on the bright side, God's a bright.
And forward. And forward, it's such a time.
That was, of course, Billy Talent, and that track was called Red Flag. Such a great tune. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up playing that at Discord tonight. I have a feeling it was requested on the wall. I'm pretty sure it was. We've got over 5 hours worth of requests for tonight's Discord, so yeah, that's more time than we even have. So it's going to be awesome trying to squeeze everything in. Now, I've only got time for 2 more tracks before the end of today's show. Before I play you those tracks, I just want to say thank you ever so much to everyone who's listening live right now. I really, really appreciate it. And also to everyone who's listening after the fact as well. It means the world to me that you guys take the time out of your day to tune in and listen to me ramble and play you music. Now, I'm going to play you a track from Mallory Knox, who not that long ago were recording some music in Moles before we had that unfortunate fire. But Moles is going to be coming back, and Mallory Knox have got a lot of very, very strong material that's going to be coming out quite soon. So this is Mallory Knox with Oceans. Why were you tapping on the shoulder?
Yeah.
So I can turn around?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you look very nice. Very nice.
The OTT coffee maybe?
The OTT for
Coffee.
coffee?
Yeah.
What, with Jess and Mikey?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
I'm just going to look good after.
Yeah. Because you are coming to court, aren't you? Yeah. Cool. Cambridge. In the United Kingdom, that was Mallory Knox with Oceans. Mallory Knox, of course, named after the character in Natural Born Killers, played by Juliette Lewis, Mallory Knox, the wife of Mickey Knox. I'm a huge fan of Natural Born Killers, so I really, really do like the name Mallory Knox as a band name. Now, I've only got time for one more track, and it's an absolute classic from Iron Maiden. This is Aces High. stuff there. Closing the show, that was Iron Maiden with Aces High. All that remains to say is thank you ever so much to everyone who tuned into today's show. Don't forget to tune into Swing Brother Swing, which will be at 7 PM GMT tomorrow. We'll be playing you the best in electro swing, ghetto swing, new jazz, and vintage remix. Thank you all so much for listening tonight, and I hope you all have a fantastic time at Discord, and I will see a bunch of you there, I'm sure. Have a good one, and as always, I love you all.